Welcome to the machine learning class. Today we shall be talking about ensemble learning. Ensemble learning basically is a paradigm of machine learning which helps to improve the conventional machine learning results by combining several models. Now, this approach of ensemble learning allows the production of better results, better predictive performance, so to say, compared to when we apply a single model. We have a data and we need to predict values out of that data that is given to us. Now we will apply some machine learning model to it, some predictive model to it, so as to be able to give results, predictions based on that data. Ensemble learning model says, rather it claims that if you apply one single predictive model to your data and try to predict the results, those results are almost always going to be inferior to when you try to combine several models and apply that hybrid model or that combined model to your data and try to predict the results. Now, this is all that ensemble learning paradigm or ensemble learning model is all about. Now, basically, ensemble methods, they are nothing but meta algorithms. Meta algorithms are hybrid algorithms that will combine several machine learning techniques into one predictive model, such that the variance is decreased, fine, the bias is decreased, and there is an overall improvement in the prediction results. Now, this variance we also call as bagging, and bias by boosting can be reduced, fine. So, you know how we improve results is through stacking. We will learn about these terms bagging, boosting, and stacking in our later slides. So basically, ensemble method, what it is a technique that combines several base methods in order to obtain a better predictive performance. That could be, trained by any of the constituent learning algorithms alone. Right. Now, let us talk about some ensemble techniques that we have with us. They can either be max voting technique, they can be averaging technique, or they can be weighted averaging technique. Let us talk about what is max voting technique first. The max voting technique is generally used for classification problems. When the problem that we have at our hand is a classification problem, we use max voting. In this technique, multiple models are used to make predictions for each data point. Right? So we have data points, and for each of those data points, multiple models will be used to, to classify it, whether it belongs to class A or whether it belongs to class B or C or whatever. Fine. And each of the method will give its own result. Okay. Say method number 1 says that this particular data point A, this particular data point belongs to class A. So this is the vote that this method M has given. There is another method M2 and it says this data point belongs to class B. So it has given another vote. Method C again says this data point belongs to A. So A class has 2 votes. Fine. So finally 5 models are there, 5 methods are there in the ensemble learning, for example, and those 5 models will cast a vote for each of the data points. Fine. Now, if class A gets 3 points, B gets 1 point, and C gets 1 point. Fine. Then max voting will declare that this data point belongs to class A because class A had the maximum votes. Out of the 5 learning techniques, 3 of them voted for class A. So this particular point belongs to class A. This is max voting. Fine. Now, if you have, say, 5 of your colleagues whom you have asked to rate your answer, for example, you have given a solution to a problem and you ask 5 of your colleagues to rate your solution. We'll assume 3 of them rate it as 4. Okay, your 3 colleagues rate your solution as 4. Fine. And one colleague rates it as 5, one colleague rates it as 3. Colleague number 5 rates your solution as 5 on 5. Colleague number 3 rates your solution as 5 on 5. 4 of the other colleagues, colleague number 2, colleague number 4, colleague number 5, they vote your solution as 4 out of 5. So final rating of your solution is going to be 4 because maximum people have voted for 4. So this is what max voting is all about. Let us come to the other technique, that is average voting. An average of the prediction from all the models is taken to make the final prediction. This is quite predictable. Average voting, as the name suggests, can be used for making prediction in regression problems, or while calculating probabilities of classification problem. What is the probability that, that particular data point that we were talking about, what is the probability that that data point belongs to class A or that data point belongs to class B? Okay, so how do we decide that? Instead of maximum voting, we take the average. Fine. Now, for example, in this particular case, fine, multiple predictions are made for each data point. Fine. Now, in this method, we will take the average of all the predictions. Now, in this case, for example, let us see. Colleague number 5 voted as 5, 2 as 4, this as 5, 4 and 4. We add and divide by 5. So, it is 4.4. The average is 4.4. Now, if it was 4.5 or 4.6, the average voting would take your solution to rounding off to 5. Now it is less than 4.5. Now your rating of your solution will remain as 4. Let us now talk about weighted averaging. This is an extension of averaging methods where all the models are assigned different weights, defining the importance of each model for prediction. Okay. This technique would assume that not all models are equally important, and that prediction of one model will hold more weight than the prediction of the other model. For instance, if 2 of your colleagues are, say, critics, professional critics, while others have no experience in this field, then the answer by these 2 friends who are actually professionally critics, they are given more importance as compared to other people. Right? And the result is then calculated as averaging. So instead of adding 4 plus 4 plus 5 and 4 and taking their average, we will multiply the weight that is given to each of the colleagues. Now these 2 colleagues have higher weight because these 2 are presumably professional critics and rest are novice in their fields. So they have a lesser weight attached to their advice, and these 2 have higher weight attached to their predictions or attached to their rating. And this is how average weighting will take place. Now, let us talk about certain advanced assemble techniques. We were talking about bagging and boosting and stacking. Let us talk about stacking in the first place. Stacking is basically an ensemble technique that uses prediction from multiple models. Okay. Now, what can these models be? For example, these can be decision trees, these can be KNN or K nearest neighbor, or these can be SVM. So there can be multiple models, and these are used to build a new model. And then this model is used for prediction on the test set. Okay. Now see here, the train set is split into 10 parts, and then there is a test set. A base model is chosen first of all. Say that base model happens to be a decision tree. Fine. Now this decision tree is fitted on 9 parts, and predictions are made for the 10th part. This is done for each part of the train set. Okay, as we talked about in cross validation, this will be done for each of the training set. First of all, let us say the first 9 are used for training and the last one is used for testing. Then let us say first of 8 and the last one are used for training, and the second last one, the ninth one, is used for testing, and so on and so forth. This will be repeated for each of the 10 parts. Now decision tree is then fitted on the whole trained data set. After training it on 9 of these 10 turn-wise, iterating through all the training and testing, once it is done, it is then